Sound check, sound check. Sound check, 1, 2. Sound check, sound check. Alright, let's see what nerds are showing up over here. Alright, sound off in the chat if you're around. Up on nerds. Let's rock. Alright, Carlos, I hope you're around. If not, it doesn't matter. It's a video. You can watch it later. Unless I accidentally play copyrighted song and then it's all going to be muted. That's going to be fun. Alright. So you'll be sculpting your fabrics. Let's bring up your references. Let's bring them up. What is this song? I don't like it. I'm already more interested. Let's see. UAW W3D? Yeah. Alright. Let's bring up your references. I know you are making an Aztec were Jaguar, Carlos. Oh, is this going to be the glove? Is that what that is? I see. It's going to be like Hellboy glove. Actually, that should be a reference. Look up Hellboy movie or Hellboy 3D fan art. And you'll be able to find some cool inspirations. Replying on here. There's Carlos. Final pre-production. Steve, Alan, Diego, Albert, Carlos. There you are. All right. So we got your references over here. Yep, and it is Absolutely tiny. I have no idea what's going on. Can't use this at all. Got some jewelry references. We got, I don't know, forms. We got jaguar anatomy. Good. We got a humanoid anthro arm over here. All right. Let's see. Some aesthetic stuff, some fabrics, inspiration, real life references. We don't have anything from the back. I guess we sort of do. Okay. So it's just gonna be fabrics. All right. We got feathers, human anatomy. All right. Some ideas for proportions. Yeah, that works for me. I assume you have. All that figured out. I'm gonna dump this and find something I can actually use because this is too low resolution. That's the first thing that's bothering me. Let's go into the body. What do we have here? What are we dealing with? Okay, I see. I see. All these subtools. Let's organize this. Each one. Oh my God, Carlos, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Just real quick. Let's do a folder. Call this glove. And you're gonna be up here. Now let's see. Yep, you go in there. You probably go in there too. All of you guys. Go in there. Go in there. What else we got? That's the other side, right? Yeah, okay. Let's get you guys all in here. I don't even want to deal with this. I don't even want to deal with this. It's probably a better way. Okay. Anyway, that's a glove. Bye. Huh? What did I forget? No, you're fine. Alright, get out of here, glove. You're not needed at this time. You're blocking out the tail, not the way I would have done it. Curve brush would have been better because you can control the curve and then you can control the curve and also it'll be cylindrical to begin with, and you can control the thickness of it. Okay. We got some Mickey Mouse hands over here. We'll deal with that in a second. That's fine, actually. Not bad considering we didn't learn anatomy properly. With fabrics, I know you're just blocking them in. Should probably test this, right? I know you're just blocking them in, so that's fine for the most part. But just remember to kind of identify where they're stretching, right? And where they're hanging and what is gravity doing, you know? And a lot of that's gonna be coming from your reference as well. Remember that top line is gonna have to be a more precise kind of curve. Yes, because it's exerting a pull from this point, right? That's the implied, so you want to have a nice sweeping curve. It's not going to be hanging loose like that. Yeah, because if it's hanging too loose, there's nothing actually holding it in place. Right, so it's going to be exerting force. And that's going to be what holds it in place. Down here it's just going to be hanging, so it doesn't really matter as much. Although for aesthetic reasons, I'd much rather be slightly uneven. Something along these lines. That'd be I don't like this tail. Redo that, I would say. Alright, I'll see what we're dealing with on this thing. Geometry, good. Okay. Let's give it a little bit more of a thickness to it via deformation. Whoops, wrong one. Information inflate. Give it a little bit of thickness. We can always dig it in, but we don't want to have any kind of remember we're making effectively a 3D printed kind of collectible, so we want to avoid any kind of spaces as much as possible. You can always bring it back in, but after we do that, we can go to geometry. Okay, modify topology. No, what am I thinking? Dynamesh. I'm just gonna Dynamesh this real quick. Okay. I guess it was already on, huh? Oh, it keeps applying it. I thought you're not supposed to. Why is that? Okay. After that, let's probably go to zero mesh. Zero mesher. Let's double. No, we'll do same. Zero mesher, same. Is gonna be fine. Just gonna clean it up for us a little bit regarding the topology. It's gonna give us topology that's gonna flow it a little bit better. Ugh. I do not like this. I'm gonna Control Z back and just clean this up. I just want to clean this up a little bit. And inflate. I just want to clean this up. And I'm gonna Dynamesh one more time. And now I'm gonna zero mesher at the same zero mesher. Gonna get a nice clean topology that I can subdivide. There you go, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Okay. Now this I can with Control D I can go to geometry just to see it, but with Control D I can add a subdivision level. BDS, and next thing that we wanna be thinking about is actually BFS for form smooth. With Alt, let's just bring that in a little bit. BMT. Let's just push that back there a little bit, like so. Let me push that out a little bit more. That's because we want to have nice, even curves. We want to have nice, mostly even curves. Okay. BDS. Other thing I want you to do is be mindful of kind of the on your references, right? You want to be very mindful of the direction where those kind of gravity is affecting those things and creating those wrinkles, right? And all of that really comes down to reference. I'm not really looking at reference right now for this sort of thing, but it is going to be something that we'll need to pay close attention to and analyze where faults are created on these things. Right now, this is going to look very stylized because I'm not spending any time on reference. I'm literally just guessing. But I want you to kind of understand the level of detail that you're going to have to hit on those things, right? And this is still very, very low resolution, right? But I'm also trying to communicate like how you're gonna transfer energy around. I'm holding Alt to create like the peaks, and then when I smooth, I'm getting those nice kind of curves. And that's just a start, right? This is just the start. This is not the time that you need to spend on it. This is very, very rushed. We haven't even gotten to anatomy yet, and we need to. Oh, we need to. just a start. Just a start. And you want to have something a little bit more interesting here at the bottom than that. No, you want to indicate the torn off or whatever it is, but there can be all sorts of different approaches to that. And it'll just come down to you looking at references, gathering your alphas as you need to, just to indicate a fabric. If this was fur, this was actually a lot easier to make because it's supposed to be thicker, and you just build in the whatever detail you need. You know. Controlling your intensity is a mass and to get a more stable table. I don't know if you guys can hear it squeaking there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go any farther than this just because you gotta do that from reference and not what I'm doing, which is improvising. Yeah, you gotta do it with reference. Anyway, let's deal with the elephant in the room, which is gonna be, or the jaguar in the room, I should say, anatomy. We'll start with the body. The head needs a lot of work in terms of proportions. You're oversimplifying it. You're sculpting what you think you see and not what you actually see. You've been kind of doing that for a while. Oversimplifying forms. You're not using references at the end of the day. You're just not. You know what I mean? You might be having it open every now and then. You might be glancing at it every now and then, but you're not using Z through mode. So it's a lot of work for you to kind of unlearn your old ideas of how you would draw something versus what we're actually going for, which is realism. Because remember, we're going to have to learn the rules before we break the rules. We have to understand form from reality, understand anatomy from reality before we can create stylized stuff properly, which is really just a selective approach to understanding what we're doing and then choosing what to simplify and what to represent accurately. Okay? As opposed to having a quote unquote style, which is just whatever you end up doing because that's all you know how to do. You know what I mean? So you have to properly use see through mode, and have your references. I would recommend you find the video I made for Cole on the horse, and do that. There's a couple of things that we can address. The face, I think, needs to be one for one jaguar face. So I would rely on references heavily on that. The rest of the body can be a human all the way to this point. All the way to this point, then you just take the leg and stretch it, honestly. And that'll be fine. Maybe you shorten the compared to the human, maybe you shorten this a little bit. But really, it's just going to be a human tiptoeing, and you just lengthen that, the foot. And that's basically that. All right. You know what? I will do the face first, just because there's a couple of things here that bother me significantly. Jaguar face. Let's find one that. Let's start at the side view over here. We'll start at the side view. So let me go ahead and find a nice profile or something close to a profile over here on a just general image search. So sleepy on the interwebs. We can do this one probably. bring it over. We can do this one. Now, whenever you are doing things like this, you gotta look for cues. So this is not pure profile, right? You're seeing a little bit of the front over here. You're seeing a little bit of the top over here, right? So the center line is a little somewhere over here. You can actually literally see the center line between the two eyebrows, brow ridges over here. The fold that they have at the center of their face right here, right? You can literally see it. And also the ears are a good indication that you're at perspective. So keep that in mind because you will need to compensate for that. Okay, fine. Not for now. Not for now. We just want to use it for reference. Good image though. Great photo. Great photo. But you're gonna find a few things wrong, almost immediately. Let's turn on symmetry. What in the... What have you done? Why? Carlos. Basics, man, basics. You know what? I don't care about this, but I do care about this. So let me actually... The face is fairly symmetrical, so I'm gonna hit that, and that should be about the center of the face. Yeah. Okay. Now from here, I'm gonna hit this one, and then send... Oh, it's not gonna let me do that, huh? Nope. It's only gonna do it for the face. Carlos, you're killing me. You know what? I don't care about the clothes right now, anyway. So you all be gone. Which one is this? Thought I turned you off. Let's hand. What are we doing over here? Which one are you? You're this one. You're this one. What we got? We got those rings. I don't care about any of them. I don't care about this arm. So what we're gonna do, yeah, you took it off of symmetry and you're making your life, and by extension, my life, more difficult. All right. So what we're going to do, it's not gonna be properly centered, is it? Yeah, it is. But it's not gonna let us send everything to the center. Especially not with that hand over there. But we want to bring everything in anyway, so we'll deal with that hand later. So what we're going to do is we're going to merge this, and the teeth will just move later. Did you have eyeballs? No? I don't know if you did. Alright, so you're going to need to be here. You're going to need to be here. Where's the body? Ugh, what a mess. Carlos. Name any of these things. Why are you sending it to me like this? I'm just not gonna say anything. Alright. See what we got going on. Anybody watching this? 2 of you. Sound off in chat. Alright, let's go ahead and merge this. Ears. No, I'm not even gonna merge those ears actually. Damn, no, I'm not gonna deal with this. We'll just do the face and the body for now. So we're gonna do merge down. Yep, there you go. Now we're gonna send you to the center. I'm gonna bring you back up. Turn off perspective. I get you down to about here. And then I'll send you home. What? Oh, this is. Oh my God! You're not even in the center. Okay, that's fine. Carlos. What are we gonna did I? What is going on? Carlos, what are you doing? Whatever, I don't even care about these teeth. Jeez. Ridiculous. Alright. We done. Why are you visible? Oh my god, so many subtools. I'm so mad. I'm so mad, Carlos. Just give us a little bit of thickness. Better. Already better. You can get rid of that hand later, but for now, it's gonna help us with our symmetry needs. Alright. Okay, we can start here. Geometry. It's Dynamesh is pretty high. Let's see what happens. Dynamesh. What? Yeah, it was too low. I don't want to merge them, so. Is that the ears? I don't care about them. I will do it anyway. Mirror and weld. We're gonna merge them down. Sure. I got those arms, hands. Okay. Merge down. Okay. Start. Let's Dynamesh this. Nice and high. Geometry. Dynamesh. This is gonna be way too low. Yep, thought so. We're gonna give it a. Let's go 512. See what happens. Where are we at now? Okay, it's pretty low. Let's try this. Hopefully it doesn't explode altogether. Are you done? Alright, looks good to me. It's watching and not saying. In my ZBrush, I have everything organized and symmetry. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Hellboy Gauntlet. Yeah, you should just do that and just put some Aztec markings on it for sure. All right. All right. Okay. So let's get off of Dynamesh now. Let's work on those transitions. Symmetry on. And just get a nice smooth transition. We'll deal with the rest later. We don't need the floor. Shift P. Let's get that head in there. Okay. So first things first. There's no room for airways. BMT. So that neck needs to be like over here. Okay. That's not how Jaguars are kind of built. We'll deal with this in a moment. Let's get those eyes in there because you want to make sure you wrap those around nicely. So we're gonna do insert. We're gonna do insert sphere 3D. What I like to do is see the topology coming to a point here. I like to treat that as the front 90. Bring it in. Turn that in. It's probably gonna be, let's see, transparent, maybe more out. Oof. Remember, Predator is front-facing faces. All right, mirror and weld. We'll deal with that later. All right. Oof. So this is after my tweaks. From perspective of, get a nice side view, see-through mode on that side. Those eyes are going to be smaller still. Round these guys off. Yeah, that's a good start. I'll get that Jaguar kind of silhouette at least. What are you? You a hole? You a hole? Close you. You're not a hole. No, well you were, but you were down there. Let's move you in. Reynolds. Canty. We'll deal with the ear specifics in a moment. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Let's find another. Let's find a few more angles. I like this angle, but I think this is a female. A little bit. Is this really a jaguar? This could be a leopard. Hard to tell. One of the easiest ways to tell jaguar is their spots are larger and they have little spots inside spots. You won't really see that with leopards. And also, jaguars are generally larger than leopards. But generally speaking, you'll see spots with spots in them. That's a jaguar specific thing versus a leopard that does not have those. Otherwise, very similar, but jaguars, I believe, are larger. Alright, ooh, that's a good face. That's a good face. It must be a female. The males have those chonky fronts. They kind of almost look like lions. if you see it. Let's find an angry male. Yeah, you can tell the females are kind of a little bit more gentle. I don't even. I want to find a nice front view. What is that, a game? Ugh, art. Nice, black jaguar, i.e. melanistic jaguar. You still have spots. They're just have very high amount of melanin, so he looks black. Pretty good. We might do the female one. Let's see. You find an angry male. This is art. Let's do angry jaguar. From the front. Oh, this guy's all roughed up. He's been in a fight. Look at this. Oof. That'd be cool if you wanted to go in this direction. But right now we're still in symmetry. Trying to find a good front view of a jaguar just roaring directly at the camera. Like this guy. This is art. Or, well, photo manipulation at least. I wonder what the original one is. Trying to find the. Basically, I'm looking for the proportions. This looks like the original one. Might be female. Smaller cheeks. That's a male right here. Bigger jaw. Masseter. This is a snow leopard. We'll use this for now. There's a certain thing I want you to notice. For one, they don't have a lot of side kind of stuff here like tigers do. They don't have a lot of that side fur. Okay. Let's do, and when they roar, their mouth doesn't open really quite that much, and do more like that. We're talking about cats. Well, it's kind of looking like a bear now, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. We shall deal with it. I feel like those eyes need to be way more forward. Like somewhere around here. Possibly raised higher as well. But anyway. We want to give him a nice, strong, rounded face. Alright, let's see what else we can see here. Let's see what else we can see from this angle. There you are. There you are. Right there. Right there. There you are. So the jaw is going to be much more square. You're going to have that coming in like that. Be up here. I'm going to make an indication of certain things as I see them from this angle. We're going to do intensity. We're going to indicate the nostrils. We're going to indicate a lot of these forms right here. Alright. And it wasn't that far off actually. Oops. I'll answer that later. And the ears are more rounded. And it's coming out more here. And there's more here. Probably not a perfect shot angle. That's fine. We'll make do. We'll make do. Okay, so now we're gonna step out of see-through. We took what we were gonna take, and we got a little bit more Jaguar. See? A little bit more Jaguar, and we got some indications. Got some indications of the certain forms and where we want them to be, you know, at the start. And that's basically what we do. That's basically what we do with the references. So now we're gonna find one from this angle. We're gonna find that roar. Okay. I'm not gonna spend much longer on this, but that's basically the idea. You want to use reference, and I genuinely don't think you have been. Okay. Genuinely don't think you have been. Yeah, we're gonna get that angry cat face, and of course more resolution and all that stuff. But you need to use references, bro. This has been a problem for all of you. Most of the things I tell you most of the time is just rule number 4. Okay, I'll make some guesses, some estimates along the way. But if this is my piece, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check it and check it and check it again, you know? But even now, we already got more of that kind of angry cat. And imagine this with teeth and such. That's already some of the way there. It's already reading more like a jaguar. Of course, it's reading like a baby jaguar because the body's too small. You want this to look impressive? That's what you do right here. Here's what you do. Bring that over there. Bring that actually somewhere around here. And we do that. And now we have a Jaguar man. Not a Jaguar kid. Alright? Now we have ourselves a Jaguar god. Yeah. Okay. Alright, assume you spent a lot of time on the face, much more than this, okay? Now let's deal with some anatomy. We haven't really covered that this semester, so it's okay. You know what? I should probably. Which one? I'm doing the wrong side, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're gonna go to deformation, and we're gonna go to mirror, and we're gonna go to mirror node. There you go. Now I got it on both sides, and now I'm gonna turn on. Now we can have fun. Oh, the abs are looking good. This, not so much. No armpit. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We learned this in anatomy. We learned this stuff in anatomy. These are going to be the lats coming in over yonder. And you're going to have your traps. You're going to have your chromium process. You have the hook spine of the scapula. You have your 7th cervical. I know. You're just going to have to do more anatomy if you're going to do a humanoid creature. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Otherwise, you could have just done the animal. But even with the animal, you would still need to look at anatomy. No getting around it. No getting around it. You want to be a good modeler? You gotta learn anatomy. Am I still online? Good.
And good observations overall. There's a lot of good anatomical detail here. A few small things missing, but considering you never sat in any of the anatomy stuff this semester, it's not bad at all. Noticed a lot of important things. This is going to be the vastus lateralis right here. And the iliotibial tract doing their thing. There's this big mass. This is going to be the sartorius, basically like a rubber band that holds the quads kind of in place. Iliotibial tract down there. Over here, you're missing the teres major. And it's going to be infraspinatus, masses over here. Our triceps. And go from below. You have a 9 with a lazy tail over here for lateral head of the triceps. Where this is the brachioradialis. This is the radialis, brachialis rather. Brachioradialis mass, and go wrap around a bunch of other flexors and other important ones. But what's really important is going to be create this little form right here. And you're going to have a lot of the flexors coming out. Shooting out from this area, basically. And Over here, you're going to have the medial epicondyle, over here, you're going to have the olecranon, and over here, you're going to have the lateral epicondyle. Like so. You're going to have a chunky mass over here for the flexors. See the top of the arm over there. And I'm sorry, the medial epicondyle is going to actually end up being closer to that area. Ish. Somewhere around there. Create that bump. And let's fill that in a little bit. Rib cage stuff. And you're going to have serratus over here. You're going to have the lats closing in. Serratus, rib cage, maybe mostly up there. And coming in from the lats. And this is going to be a continuous line. It's actually going to have a little bit of a leading edge rolling in. So, leading edge rolling in. First major is going to be inserting under the triceps. Starting over there into the humerus. It's not perfect. Oh, perfect. Some of the masses are off. Yeah, a lot of these masses are very lumpy. That's okay. Most of the masses are made closer to the center. I have that clavicular head over here. Then you're gonna have the fossa before this starts, and then you're gonna have the lats. I'm sorry, the traps coming in from the other side. Trapezius. And you're gonna have the sternocleidomastoid. Doing this stuff. Going over to the mastoid process behind the ear. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. So we definitely want to have a clearer separation of the top of the clavicle. We want to have that shown very, very clearly. BFS maybe? Sorry, BFS for form smooth. And from the top, it's going to give you a little, the clavicle is going to give you a little bit of that S curve before it gets to the chromium process, which nullifies it. All right. That's probably as far as I want to go for now. I'll be very happy if you get it to that point. So it should be something for you to consider for the time being as you look at those references. That should be fine for now. Just make the face more jaguar and observe the human anatomy a little bit closer. We can deal with the arms and legs on your next iteration, but I definitely want that face. I want that face better. I want that face a lot better for sure. For sure. Okay. We'll start there. All right, hopefully that helps. Give me the next iteration and we'll go from there. I'll be more nitpicky as the closer you get, but for now, definitely rely more on direct references. I want this to look realistic. Remember, the art that you selected is just inspiration. I want you to go look at, like Priscilla suggested, go look at some bodybuilders to get those big bulky and muscle forms. Um, Chris also gave you some decent feedback. And yeah, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Can't wait till the next iteration, Carlos. It's gonna look pretty cool. All right, and definitely Hellboy hand for references because they did a really good job, kind of creating this arm made of stone-like substance, and it's very similar to what you have in mind. So keep up the good work. Can't wait to see the next step. All right. Thank you all for watching.